What's up? This is Queen Z on the podcast. You can find me on Spreaker or you can find me on the SoundCloud. Queen Z. Queen Z. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Queen Z. It is Thursday, April 2nd, and again, we are still quarantined. And it has been extended from the last I saw, May 1st. So it's a little sad. I cannot even lie. I went to the grocery store about a week ago, and I literally didn't wear a mask. So I didn't think anything of it. I just didn't think anything of it. You know, at the time, I kept saying, like, okay, I got to start wearing a mask. And then I would pull up to the grocery store, and I would see all these rubber gloves in the parking lot on the ground. And I'm like, oh, my God, what, they just wear them in, come out and just snatch them off, throw them on the ground, keep going. And so I'm like, okay, I got to start putting rubber gloves on as well. And I still hadn't did it, so I went about Saturday, so about maybe 5 days ago. So I went again about 5 days ago. Did not wear a mask again, no rubber gloves. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go in this grocery store and be in and out real quick. I was so irritated because I am very aware of my surroundings, and this was before social distancing was even requested. I don't like people close to me. I just don't. And now that it's actually requested to do it because of the virus, now I'm really, really paying attention to somebody just too close, whether we looking at meat together, bread. I don't give a damn. We should have been practicing this a long time ago, okay? Because there's no reason to be so close to someone. Anyway, so I was on the phone with my sister, and I'm walking to the grocery store, and I'm like, people were just close to me. And so I'm like, oh my God. I told my sister on the phone, I'm like, I don't understand. I think I'm having chest pains. And she was laughing, and she's like, oh my God, I thought it was just me. I said, okay, I think we were having anxiety as we were going into these stores because we're thinking about the smells and the people that's too close. And, you know, you're thinking about things that you probably would never even think about going to the grocery store. And so when I got off the phone with her and I got in line to purchase my items, it was this man, and he was so close to me in line. And not only was he so close to me, but he had an unusual odor about him. And so when I tell y'all I left out of there, and my chest, I had chest pain so bad because I could not function. I mean, it was like, not only am I frustrated that you're this close, but I smell your hygiene. It was just, oh my God, I almost had an anxiety attack and freaking giant ego because someone is not understanding how to social distance themselves from people. So for now on, I don't care if I am going into the store for one freaking item. I'm going for a pack of bubble gum. Guess what I'm doing? I'm grabbing a cart. And when I go, I'm going to make sure that you distance yourself from me because you don't understand the importance of social distancing. So, like, this is not just for me, but when y'all go to the grocery store, even if you don't need a cart, get a cart. Get a cart. Put the cart between you and the next person when you are in line at the grocery store, because some people are not respecting the distance that they should have between people. So, anyway, how y'all doing? How you doing? One thing I did notice about myself with this whole COVID-19 is that it brought out a pet peeve in me. Like, I don't know if being at home, if you are alone or with kids, whatever, husband, spouse, whoever, but what have you noticed about yourself? What pet peeve has someone woke up within you? What's been awakened? What's your pet peeve? What pet peeve was sleeping all this time and then COVID-19 woke it up? Let me tell y'all. I always knew this irritated me, but it didn't bother me until the self-quarantine, is when someone leaves the top open on shampoo, conditioner, dishwashing liquid. It bothers me because we all know what happens when air hits liquid. So I don't like for it to start getting hardened inside or outside or any of that. It irritates me. It irritates me. Stop leaving the lid up on shampoo or dishwashing liquid. And then if I close it, it's like they know it's bothering me. I go back and it's up again. Like, why are you torturing me? Why are you torturing me? Like, oh my God. I don't know. What's the pet peeve that you all notice about yourself since you have been quarantined? Because that is mine, and it has really bothered me. And I have to, like, close my eyes real tight and pretend like it's not bothering me, because I'm going to lose it. Okay? I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it for something stupid. But I don't know. It's the little things now. It's the little things now. I got out the house the other day, and I had my granddaughter, and so we walked up and down the street just so we can get out, get some fresh air. And I mean, we literally walked like 3 houses down and back and sat outside and with the dog and my youngest daughter, just to get us some air. And you know, I think it's really needed to get outside and just get some fresh air. If you're working from home or you're laid off at the moment or whatever, still get outside. You don't have to go to the store or anything and be around people, but step outside for a moment, get some fresh air, just breathe it in for a moment. I don't know. That's what I think is really needed. But again, that is just me. But I think I talked about this before in the news about, I don't know if I talked about it, how New Orleans and New York has been really high with this COVID-19. New York has shot up extremely, extremely high. And I know they always say New York is congested with people and people is just on top of people and stuff like that. But it has really, the numbers of cases has gotten so high that it is so scary. And I'm so curious as to how New York is going to be once this is all over. I mean, of course, we wonder how anywhere it's going to be when it's all over, because unfortunately, there are companies that may not survive this time, and because now it's based off of their families and feeding their families, paying their bills, and their home comes before, of course, store. There's stores and stuff. There's closing and don't plan on reopening. So, but yeah, but New York has really gotten high. And I actually spoke to someone on the phone a few days ago, like Tuesday, and she lives in New York, and she actually has the coronavirus, where she's actually healing from the coronavirus. She was released from the hospital. So my prayers are definitely continue to be with her. However, so I sat on the phone with her, and she was telling me how she had just got out the hospital. She's so, me, I am one of them people. I'm not sure about you all, but I'm one of those people that I have to ask questions. Like, I need to ask. I got questions, okay? You can't tell me something like this and expect me to be like, oh, okay. Nah. Oh, okay. So, I got questions. So I had questions, of course. But my first question was, what were your symptoms? She said that she went to church on the 14th. I believe she said it was the 14th of March. She went to church. She said she got out of church, and when she got out of church, she was feeling a little funny. She said that she instantly got this like cough, that dry cough that we keep hearing about. She said, but outside of the cough, she got diarrhea. So she said she's not thinking nothing of it. She's like, oh, okay, well, first thing, any person, we wonder what we ate, something like that. However, she said that she knew she didn't eat anything that would get her stomach messed up. So she's like, okay, what is happening? So she said instantly in her mind, she's like, oh my goodness, please, God, don't let me have the coronavirus. So she said, again, that was like the 14th, 15th, she went through that whole day of the cough and diarrhea. 16th, she said it did not go away. She was still coughing, and she said she still had the diarrhea. So on the 16th, she went ahead and took herself to the doctor, to the emergency. She said when she got to the emergency, they tested her, and she tested positive. And when she tested positive, they gave her x-rays of her chest and everything. And immediately, she said that they put her in ICU. So once they put her in ICU, she said they just, injected her with fluids. They gave her medication, antibiotics, all that kind of stuff. They said because her vitals were still good during the process, they went ahead and released her 10 days later. And so I'm like, okay, well, that's a good thing. I'm like, you're home, because she was home when she called me. So I'm like, okay, well, you're home. At least you're home. And she's like, yeah, I know I'm home, but blah, blah, blah. And so she's like, she still had like this cough while she was trying to talk to me on the phone. So I'm telling her, I'm like, you need to get some rest. You need to like hang up, get you some rest. Just relax. And, she's like, I know. So she kept saying she needed to get to work. And I'm like, what? She's like, I got to get back to work. I'm like, why are you worried about getting back to work when you're sitting here with a cough? It's not the severe cough that you originally had, but you still have a cough. And she's like, I know, but I need to get back to work, And I understand we need our money. We have our bills, but your health comes first. My health comes first. Our health comes first. Get unemployment like everyone else. Don't try and rush back to your job when you're sitting here with a cough still and you're trying to drink plenty of water because you don't want your fluids to go down after they just injected you with a lot of fluid to keep you hydrated. So anyway, she said that she basically she was financially struggling and needed to go back to work. So I didn't know where she worked. So of course, here's another question. So you keep trying to get back to work. So I asked her, like, where do you even work? Where do you work? And she said, Wendy's. Yes. I said Wendy's. She said Wendy's. And I'm like, okay, you trying to rush back to Wendy's? Not to try and discredit anyone's job, but girl, if you don't get unemployment, you probably can get more money with unemployment right now, because not only are they going to pay you unemployment regular, but when this whole stimulus kicks in, they are, from what I saw, last I saw on the news, they're going to give people like $600 a week. So why are you trying to get back to Wendy's? Why are you not trying to get to unemployment? Get online and sit down and help yourself to heal. So she said, well, I just got to be about to work. They don't have to put me on the window. They could just put me on fries. I said, what? So I'm a very honest person, and I just believe in really speaking to people, and encouraging people, and it's just who I am. So, at that point, I'm like, listen, it's not about the fries. It's not about the window. It's about your health, taking care of your health. I said, sit down somewhere. Take care of yourself. Get your body back right. She's 56 years old. She's not a young teenage 20 anything person. She's 50, in her 50s, and she's trying to rush back to Wendy's and talking about she's not going to be out the window. She'll be on fries. Okay, well, you still have the virus in you, although you feel better. They released you from the hospital. You were discharged because your vitals were good, but it's still in you. So anyway, I had to really talk to this woman about sitting her ass down somewhere, because I didn't say this part, but bitch, I ain't got time for you to be coughing on my motherfucking fries. I'm just saying. So, yeah, so she did say, I tried to talk to her about, all that kind of stuff. And by the time we were at the end of our conversation, she's like, okay, maybe I will look into this unemployment. I'm like, yeah, like, come on, sit down. I mean, I understand, I'm going to end on this, but y'all, I understand that it is a time. It's a time of reflection for everyone. It's a humbling experience for a lot of people right now. A lot of people. And they may not admit it. They may not share what part of this COVID-19 humbled them, whether it was someone who thought they were above someone else, or did this way, or or just needed to be humbled. The world needed to be humbled, but some people personally, this experience, this has humbled them, fully humbled them. And then don't let anyone tell you what you're eating right now is not healthy. Don't let anyone tell you what you're buying is not healthy, or any of that, because this is a moment where you're surviving. I'm a fresh eater. I love fresh food, so of course my stuff will be a little more expensive, because I'm not a fan of canned items, so I haven't bought any this far. I will buy fresh vegetables and freeze them. However, I'm just not a fan of canned items. So, but I do know of some people who have to purchase that right now. And I do know of some people who have had people try to shame them for what they have purchased, because they feel like it's not healthy for their kids or for themselves. However, everyone does not have the finances that you have. So because this person is purchasing cans of string beans or ravioli or corn or whatever they're purchasing, that's what their money can buy. Don't shame someone during this moment because of what they are purchasing to eat for them and their children, or just themselves without children. This is a time that we are surviving together. Together. Let me stress that. Together. We're all in this together. Everyone together has been quarantined to their home. So we're in this together. Don't let anyone tell you that what you're purchasing is not good enough for you. I don't care if you got to go to Dollar Tree and purchase you dollar tissue. Do what works for you and your money, your finances at this moment. What we need to understand is folks is out here scratching and surviving. You better look at this as good times and be thankful and blessed to be alive. On that note, this your girl Queen Z. Holla at y'all. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Get it sanitized. Keep yourself quarantined. These next 2 weeks are supposed to be very important to be quarantined. So whatever you got to get it this weekend. Get in your house and do not come out your house for 2 weeks. This is very important. They have been stressing this all day. Today, the next 2 weeks are very important for the United States of America. So please, y'all understand the importance of this. Stay quarantined. Stay blessed. Talk to y'all next time. What's up? It's Queen Z, and that is my time. I will be back, though, so don't be hurt. Stay blessed.
I know it hurts sometimes, but you'll get over it. You'll find another life to live. I swear that you'll get over it. I know